Ladies and gentlemen, the first man to build 21-inch biceps, drug-free.
You know, it fascinates me because we get together, we old timers, and we talk about our early training. We were training in our very early teens, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we remembered how we were growing and how we were experimenting all the time, what to do, how much to do. We didn't have all these flam guys and flim-flam men that you got out here that turn overnight experts. There weren't any in our day. We had to experiment. So we used to do periodically, which we used to call the breather scream. We connected a combination of an exercise of a body part that puts you out of breath, and at the end you scream and torture trying to get that last breath. Now, let me tell you something, my friends. We didn't do this looking to outdo each other. We did this, my friends, seeking to stimulate our muscles to grow. We didn't have a closet full of all kinds of different drugs to take to make our bodies do what it wasn't designed to do. We didn't know about them. There was no such thing anyhow. But we wanted to design a way, we called it the breather scream. And the reason why we call it the breather scream, because you see, I'll give you an example. You do a set of curls, a set of tricep, a set of curls, a set of tricep, a set of curls, a set of tricep. Now remember, this is without rest. This is where you take a breather. You keep going. We use a moderate weight, of course. We didn't use maximum weight, but you keep going. And you get out of bed like you're a marathon runner. And you get that, and we had to do 8 reps. You had to do 8 reps. And I remember Mom would say, get that 8th rep. I say, yeah! And we used to call it the breather scream. And you know something? The arms felt like they were going to explode. We did that on different parts of our bodies. Did on the shoulders. Now, we didn't do this as a routine and do it every day. This was like specialized times. We may do it once a week. The breather scream. Guys said, let's do a breather scream. It was exciting. See, that's what's so exciting about growing up and understanding the psychology of youth. I grew up in this. I realized the desire, the strength, the pull we had, and the hunger we had to grow. Now, let me tell you something about the breather scream. But the breather scream, we call it breather scream because you start, because no rest. You do a set of curls, there's no rest. You can't take a breath, you can't stop. That's why we call it the breather scream. And at that end, sometimes getting that last rep, you gotta, that last rep. Now, but I must tell you, I grew up with this. I don't want you young fellows had been training long to try it. You need a nice sized muscle to absorb that kind of intensity. You cannot do it with a 12, 13-inch arm. It can't tolerate that kind of intensity. You won't be able to do it anyhow because you're not conditioned enough to do it. But it's just exciting when you grow up. And we were talking, see, when you have the background that I have, and we fellas have that goes back to the years where they had solid barbells. It's so much information there. And we were talking, and one of my friends said, hey, Leroy, you remember we used to call it the BS, the breather scream. And I just laughed. And I said, now, if you got enough strength or training, or if you want to do something like that, make sure that you have enough muscle mass and use a moderate weight. Now, you're not looking to strain. You can't be using maximum weight on this. But I tell you, if you do it like we had it set out, you will scream at that last rep. So that's what I got to tell you about the breather scream. Fantastic. In any case, my website, LeroyColbert.com, and also MrYorkieLoverFitness.com. Click upon those, very important now. And make sure you subscribe. To be continued. I quit this bitch.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here. MrYorkieLoverFitness.com